What's up, y'all? Sakog here with my follow-up video from the segment that I made a while ago about the mysterious weapon that is found in Dark Souls. So, before we get into the meat of the video, I'm just gonna say that, I just realized that all my past videos I've been kind of boring and dull, and I sound like a old college professor that just doesn't care about anybody around me, so, I'm just gonna try to just speak how I normally do, so I don't sound like, I'm just crap because I got bored with being boring. So let's just be what I am right now. So previously, I did a compilation of the entire moveset of this weapon that's found in Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 1 Reboot, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 2 Scholar First Sin Edition, Dark Souls 3. Man, there's too many of these Souls games. It's just too many of them. But anyway, so I did the entire moveset here, and unfortunately I only got footage of Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, because that's the only ones I got on my PS4. Sorry, Demon Souls, love you, bruh. But, so I'm doing this compilation of, realistic movesets now. So, I'm going to take some of these moves that you see here and kind of tweaking them and making them look better in, a realistic combat scenario. I mean, I could have done all these moves because one of my friends was saying, hey, you should do all these moves because, you could use any of these moves. I'm just like, bruh, I'm not doing these spins and twirls and leaps or whatever. You can do that if you want, or anybody else can do it, because I'm just sticking with the ones that, I feel I can do. So, I'm not doing all this ninja parkour nonsense with some of these moves, so, yeah, that's just me. So the first attack we're looking at is the R1 spam, the light attack spam of, Demon Souls version and the Dark Souls 2 version of this weapon. So, biggest problem I have with it is that you just basically overswing in the games and you just left yourself wide open, just screaming, hit me please. So, the correction here is honestly just adding a guard at the end of each attack, so I naturally feel like the Ox Guard is decent after doing this attack, so from here I can feel like I can cover my face and my upper body if my opponent was trying to strike me at the same time, or trying to hit me before my strike, so I feel like this helps defensively versus just, I don't know, throwing my head out there and just being like, oh, hit me. The next attack we're going to be looking at right here is the R2 mash of Demon Souls. So it's just two overhead swings down, so simply just don't leave yourself open here, and don't smash your weapon on the ground, because I don't know why you want to damage your blade while you're trying to hit somebody, but so I start off from the roof guard and come down for the strike, and then at the end I'm in fool's guard, so I can still protect myself pretty well, but since I'm trying to do another overhead swing, I go back into another roof guard, and then I come back down with my follow-up swing. Again, I'm protecting myself throughout each of this process through being in a guard or a stance where I can protect myself from oncoming attacks. So here we got the R1 spam of the, what was it, the Dark Souls 1 and the Dark Souls 3 version of this weapon. So it's pretty similar to the last one, how the first strike I start off from a roof guard and come down, but instead of going for a reset into another strike from the roof, I'm instead going to do a rising strike into Ox Guard. Again, I'm going to keep on reiterating this. I'm not going to be slamming my weapon on the ground. I'm not going to be denting and scratching it for no apparent reason. Just going to keep it, in a place where I'm not going to just randomly I don't know, leave myself open. So always get into a guard in a position where you can defend yourself and come back for another strike. So this one was pretty fun to do that I really liked a lot. This is the R2s that are found in Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3. So what's really cool is that when you initiate the strike in these games, you actually start going into the Wrath Guard stance. So it's actually pretty interesting that you don't really have to do too much to replicate this. Just after the swing, make sure you just go back into another guard. So for here, I just went back into a Wrath Guard, but you can also go into Ox or any other guard really from the opposite side. So yeah, actually the original version of the attack aren't too bad. They just leave themselves a bit open, and that's really about it. I mean, just get into a guard. Just defend yourself, really. That's all you gotta do. This one right here, the Dark Souls 2 R2 spam attack, it's pretty similar to the Dark Souls 1 and 3 versions, except they got a spin, and it does a uppercut thing at the end. So basic change that I really did here is just take out the spin altogether and just do a horizontal swing from Wrath. But then I just kind of do a rising swing and then just get back to Wrath on the other side. Pretty similar to the last one, but the difference is the second attack is not horizontal and it's just coming up. But overall, the technique's still pretty much the same. So shout out to Demon Souls with this attack. This one is the rolling attack right here. So biggest thing I just changed is just simply not overswing and just put myself in a position where I can defend and prepare for whatever comes next. I mean, technique's good, just, don't swing too far. But still, it looks pretty good. It's a good counter strike. It's a good strike against people who are not prepared for it, so I suppose it's something. Last but not least, we got the Dark Souls 3 weapon art attack. So there's really three big things that I kind of look at when we do this. So in the stance in that game, you basically go into a plow guard. I mean, a modified version, but it's basically the plow guard. And then you do a rising uppercut to send someone flying. So what I do here is I go into plow to basically get the parry. Then I make sure their weapon is offline. I strike with a pommel at their arms and at their shoulders. And then from there, instead of launching them in the air, I just do a takedown and a finish. It's not like the old super flashy thing that you see in Dark Souls 3, but I think I got some of the basics of this technique and kind of made it look cool still, more realistic. So, I hope this is impressive for you guys. So thanks for watching. I'm gonna have more videos. I'm gonna be doing a For Honor thing soon because they have the Warden, who I think I kind of really like a lot. So I'm gonna be looking at him and how he fights, as well as I'm gonna be doing some more great swords that you can be finding in Dark Souls. So, oh yeah, I didn't mention that this is the Bastard Sword or the 1.5 hand sword. So, got your answer now. Okay, see you guys later.